Hundreds of Togolese took the streets of Lomé, the capital city, in demand for the president to step down. Armed forces crashed for a second straight day on Friday over recent constitutional reforms that could cement President Faure Gnassingbé's long hold on power. Videos emerged showing apparent abuses by security forces. The demonstrations mark a rare open defiance of a 2022 ban on public gatherings by the ruling government, highlighting rising frustration with political repression and economic wars. Demonstrators blocked roads, burned tires, erected barricades. President Faure Gnassingbé recently assumed the new role of president, also of ministers, a position which with no term limits. That means this president of Togo assumed this position for him to rule forever until death. According to the history of Togo, this regime has been ruling Togo for the past 60 years, actively consolidating his family near 60 years rule. Internet and social media access was intermittently restricted across the country. There's no social media allowed there. It's banned by the government because they don't want anyone to see what is happening. I've been saying this before most of my videos. A lot of our African presidents, they don't respect democracy. This is a country where its leader thinks that they can rule the country as they think. This is one-party rule, dictatorship. This is what people are going through. And in that regime, there's a lot of things which have been banned in Togo. That's why people are really struggling. People are suffering in Togo. People are not happy. That's why they have to go on the street and protest. There have been a lot of arrests, and some sources say that they've seen policemen, civilian armed forces entering into people's properties, break things, beat them with baton sticks, kill them, and abuse them and even burn their properties. This has been happening. As you can see, there is fire everywhere because protesters are so upset and they are trying really hard to burn tires and also make sure that their voice is heard. Civil society groups and social media influencers had called for the protests from June 26 to June 28 after government clamped down on a protest area this month. They had another protest this month and it was clamped down by the government. A heavy police was set up throughout the capital where many businesses closed for the day. Military jeeps were also deployed to reinforcements in some areas. One resident said, "We are hungry. Nothing works for Togolese youth anymore." One of the Togolese youth commented by saying that, "We are hungry. Nothing is working for the youth in Togo. That's why we are going out to protest this morning." A 30-year-old unemployed man adding that he was planning to turn out again on Friday. The Togolese Minister of Territorial Administration did not immediately respond to a request of comment on the security forces' response to the protest. A coalition of political groups known as Hands Off My Constitution said in a Facebook post on Wednesday it strongly argues for Lee to immediately and unconditionally release all of the roughly 100 political prisoners and to take urgent measures to restore purchasing power to the population. It has called for an unprecedented peaceful demonstration. Gnassingbé, who is the president, has ruled since 2005 after the death of his father, was in May sworn in as president of the Council of Ministers, the powerful that has no official term limits. As I said before, this is like him ruling the country forever. Opposition politicians have denounced the move as a constitutional coup that could extend his rule for life. Togolese authorities arrested dozens of people earlier this month during protests against Gnassingbé's new role, as well as what critics describe as a crackdown of dissent and a cost of living crisis. According to Amnesty International, many were quickly released, the rights group said. Demonstrations are rare in Togo because they have been banned in the country since 2022, following a deadly attack at Lomé's main market. But the latest change in government structure has been widely criticized in a region that has witnessed other threats to democracy. Thank you very much for listening. I'll continue to bring more news, latest updates, if I'll get any. Thank you very much for your time. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Please continue watching my other videos about Jamaica, Guyana, Botswana, and we'll continue to report whatever is happening in this world, both in Africa and the Caribbean and also other places. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much for listening. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.